Hi there, Claudia Lash here, and I'm working on my newest project, these peekaboo quilts. I think the last time you saw this quilt, the circles had been cut out, and these circles have been cut out. They're all cut out now, but I've started sewing on them. And I wanted to give you a few tips and things that I have found out as I am working. And I think I will show you, first of all, the first tip I would say is notice this fabric. And I'm gonna see. I thought this was a great idea to use for it, and I like it, but it's rather busy. And when I went to do my first stitches, I think on this piece right here, I really had a lot of trouble finding a thread that would show up. And it's very hard to see that thread. So I think maybe a less busy top fabric would be best, number one. Number two, if you're using a batik, that works lots better. Because this fabric is not a batik. When I cut out my circles, there's a little more, well, it's not really bad, but it's enough that I'm seeing some threads and I'm having to really be careful cutting so that there's more of a straight line. It's just easier with batiks because they are tighter woven. So if I were you, I would think about that when you do this project. The other thing I noticed, or I think is applicable, when I did this big circle, I thought, well, that's really pretty big. If I were doing this the first time, I think I would stick with circles that are a little smaller. You can go to big, but it's just easier to do your stitching and everything with a smaller circle. And then I'm going to take the phone and show you what I think is really a necessary thing to have, and that is a practice piece. So okay. Here are some of the things that are sitting out on my sewing table while I work. Notice there's a bunch of threads there. When you decide what you want to, which circle you're ready to sew around or whatever, oftentimes it takes a little bit of choosing to pick a thread. Now, these are just some of the threads that I've had out. You can go any color, whatever you like that goes with whatever is in your piece. For this project, thicker threads are the best. This thread right here is a 30 weight. It's a nice thick thread. This thread is very thin, but I really like the color. So, but if you can get thicker threads are easier and better. You will have to use a 90-14 needle probably with the thicker threads. So I like thicker threads. The first thing that you have to do though is look at your circle, and here's a circle that I did. This is the circle I did first. I wasn't too happy with it when I got it done. I don't see the thread that I used up here now, but it was a blue and light blue over to white thread. And let me get a pointer. And I did not like it because it was very light in places, and on this background it just kind of, the stitch was okay, but it kind of just, I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. I wished that I had used a darker thread. So after I got finished, I went back and I did one extra stitch in the center. I don't know if you can see that well enough. Let's see. And it's probably pretty hard to see in that close of a thing. But I went and just did a straight stitch, like a double stitch around the center. Just because I thought, oh, it doesn't do it for me. Now this one, I thought this one was much better. It was a bright yellow thread. It shows better. And so I thought, oh gosh, sometimes these are, this one is a blue thread, all one color. And again, some of this is just try and see how it works. This big circle here, I used a green thread. I like it. The stitch was a bigger stitch. It's fine. But again, I think if you have a more subdued top, it might be better. And thicker threads work better. And hey, it's, once you have it stitched, I'm not going to take it out. I am fine with it. Before I actually stitch, one of the things I always do is I have a practice piece right here on the table. And the practice piece is my stitch. I put my stitch number. This is 405, and this is the default right here. And then here's stitch 10 is what I did down the center. Or no, that's stitch 6. I don't know what stitch 10 is that I have written there. It's, oh, maybe I did it. Oh, that stands for tension. I turned my tension down. That's the other tip. I always turn my bobbin tension down when I'm working on these because I only want the top thread to show. So a practice piece is good to have. You can audition your stitches, and you can write down what the number is. That way, if you want to use it again, or if you're not sure, here are some practice pieces from other projects that I have done. And I can go to these and say, oh, I think I like this one. Let me go and check. That one's upside down to read, but oh, here's 1353. I might try that. And the width and the length of the stitch are on my practice piece. So practice pieces are good. And thread color, choose what you think is best. And well, there's more to the stitching too. Before you stitch, I'll try to make this brief because every sewing machine is a little bit different. Here is what the setup is for this last stitch that I did. This is the one that's done on the big circle. The number of the stitch is, what did I say it was? Is it on here? Oh, there it is. It's 407. It's right here. And here it's the regular default. I have not done anything to it. I did turn down, this is my tension, turn down my tension. And I always have on my machine, I have my open toe foot, I have my open toe plate here so that I don't go breaking any needles. I use a very lightweight bobbin thread, like a 60 or so, like a bobbin, what's it called? The lightest weight bobbin thread you can have. Then it's white or it's cream color, and then I don't have to switch it out. And I think that's all on the stitches. Take a few, make sure you practice before you do it on your main thing. So for right now, those are my tips. I might get back to you later when I think of some more. Have fun. Happy stitching.